I'm so glad you joined the show. Your characters were amazing this season. This season blew my mind. So I wanted to know, how did the show come to you? Did you already know about the show? Did you watch it before?
I'd seen the show. I was a really big fan of the show. I'd seen every season. And yeah, I was very excited when I found out they were doing season 4. And then when I got the audition in my emails and I saw it was coming to London, I was like, oh, I wasn't even really excited about auditioning for it. I was more excited like, oh, I could potentially find out what happens this season. Yeah. So yeah, really excited.
I knew the show and I had friends who absolutely loved it, but I hadn't seen it yet in its entirety. And I was just excited because the part was so great and so unlike things I'd done before. And yeah, the fact that it was in London was so nice. I mean, we both grew up in London, so knowing that was going to be, where we'd be based if we got the audition. Then.
Thank goodness.
Yes, and thank goodness.
And thank goodness here we are.
Yeah, I love that it was based in London. I lived in the UK for a while, and it's so beautiful over there. I'm so happy this season was in Europe. So yeah, this season is quite shocking. What about the scripts? Did you knew what was going to happen, or you were learning as you go?
As we went. And I kind of had an idea of what would happen in part 1. Right. Again, still finding things out as we went along. I kind of knew the core relationships of my character, but it was fun finding out what was happening to everyone else.
Oh my gosh, I found it kind of like, it was intense because you begin a show and you get like maybe one script and maybe some sense, but we didn't have any idea where it was going to end up. And it was mad. It was mad to just be doing scenes sometimes about things that you didn't necessarily know, like what they were maybe even referring to, or what they were going to turn out as, and that's quite unusual. Or at least for me, it's unusual. I don't know if you're the same. You have
maybe I just didn't think that much about it.
Yeah, and the best thing is don't think about it.
Yeah, and the best thing is just read your scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think as well, I was really excited after we read the first episode, because we all had our theories on who this new kind of ominous character is.
Yes.
So we all had our theories. We all had our theories, and that was fun to kind of speculate.
Yeah.
Oh, did you with the team? Did you talk about it, like who done it?
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of that. And then at one point that actually became like, maybe only briefly, but it was kind of like, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? Because we were all together in like this big hut, basically, like a tent.
It was a massive tent.
It was like a big tent, and we were all, I could just look, some people knew something, some people didn't know anything, and that kind of strain, it almost felt like kind of real, the paranoia of, I mean, obviously not too badly, because anyone that knew would just say. Whereas in the show, it's like, you're not going to say who.
Yeah.
But it was just momentarily kind of must have been kind of similar. Who done it?
Yeah.
Who doing it?
Who doing it? Who is doing it?
Who is right. Doing it? About the second part of the season, now this part of the interview would be with the spoilers.